going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome to back to Summertown High School as we're getting ready for the boys' action. It's Brian Long alongside Timmy Kinnick, Clint Brazier. Fellas, Spring Hill's an impressive-looking bunch. They make a good team picture.
Well, listen, you said it, and I was thinking it. How did we beat this team so easily at Spring Hill? Of course, I said it was coaching. But with that said, Brian, I can see why Coach Long came into the shop today a little worried, and kind of wanting us to turn that page, turn that corner a little bit starting tonight.
Well, it's all about, if we can turn them over, we're going to be in good shape. But if we don't turn them over, it's going to be tough. They got the big kid in the middle, 24 Carter. They got 20 Hoffman, who had a really strong game up at Spring Hill as well. So
I think a huge key to the game that we talked kind of off air during that girls contest, Kurt Burleson's got to stay in the contest.
Yep.
Cannot pick up fouls, get in foul trouble or anything like that. And if he does, Graham Howell, you have to step it up. Getting ready for call out the starting lineups here for Summertown. I tell you what, me and Brian will just be quiet so you can hear our public address announcer. Usual starting five here, Brian, that we've seen so far this year.
One thing that jumped out at me, Kurt seems to have a little bounce in his step tonight. I don't usually see him this animated.
No, he was a little animated when he run out under the light there. He was bouncing around a little. I'd like to see Kurt like that.
We may be in store for something special here. Let's.
I know after that last game, talked to Wes, and Wes, after the game was over, Wes told me that Cole had come into practice that day and, had quite a bit of spunk, was bouncing around that day and had a really good night. So
we're ready to tip it off. It'll be Carter against Burleson, and the ball in the air, a really poor tip, but Summertown will control the basketball. Cole Campbell's got it. We'll bring it into front court. Spring Hill opens up in the man-to-man.
Well, I tell you what, this Carter down here that's going to be guarding Kurt all night. Good backdoor give there.
Beautiful. Cole Campbell, the assist. Kurt Burleson with the layup. It's 2-0 Summertown.
What I was going to say was, old Carter down there, he looks like an athletic specimen. He reminds me looking at me back when I played. You know it?
He don't look that good, Clint.
no.
Campbell coming away with a steal.
Sawyer Sherman for three, short, bouncing. Nope. Oh, look at that. Kurt Burleson.
There it is, Kurt.
Rebound and foul. Kurt will go to the line, and Timmy, I think we saw it. He's a little extra something.
Yeah, he was on the other end of the court, and that ball was turned over. He come on the other end down here to get that rebound, went up and got it, and just stuck it right back.
So Kurt at the line to try to complete the three-point play. And rolling good, 5-0 Summertown as they jump back into the full court pressure. As Miller has it in the backcourt. Now has it slapped away. Cole Campbell nearly comes up with it, but now Kennedy's got it. Kennedy
should have probably been a kickball on Cole.
Over to Daniels. Daniels back to Miller. Over to Kennedy. In the side, Carter, layup, good. And that's a good-looking player right there.
Yeah.
Carter with the bucket. 5-2.
Yeah, Mabry's going to have his hands full with him tonight.
Ball slapped away. I believe we're going to get a foul.
We're going to get it on Sherman, or we're going to get it on Spring Hill?
Because that would have been a good opportunity just to let something go. They're going to get it on number 14 to Spring Hill. Miller. No? Yeah.
White ball, yeah.
Even the officials
Yeah,
were.
the other officials didn't know what was going on.
Cole Campbell got it in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Leighton Sherman. Leighton across the timeline, gives over to Kurt. Kurt Burleson to Leighton Sherman. Gets a screen. Leighton to Mabry. Spring Hill.
A lot of pressure by Spring Hill.
Sawyer Sherman, Kurt Burleson for three. Bang! Kurt's got
8 of 8.
Kurt's got all 8.
He does have them all.
All 8.
Kurt Burleson 8, Spring Hill 2. Cole Campbell another kick ball. That's 2 in a minute and a half.
Well, we've seen 5 tonight. That's the first one we've seen
That's
called.
the first one they called. Yeah. But he kicked that in the stands, so I guess you got to call it.
Yeah.
Hoffman to play it in. Spring Hill or Summertown to pick up half court. Looks like they're in their 1-2-2. As Miller across the timeline gives over to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Miller. Miller into the lane over to Kennedy. Kennedy in the corner to Hoffman for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. Kurt Burleson. And that ball, the foul will be on Spring Hill as Burleson had to block out. Foul is on 24. That's on Carter. That's his first.
And I tell you what, I don't know if you've got noticed down here, but he is all over Kurt. I'd keep feeding it to Kurt, see if I can't get him to pick up another one.
Yeah, I would too.
Because he is playing very aggressive out on the perimeter. And after Kurt hit that three, I'd say he'll stick with it.
Burleson over to Leighton Sherman, kicks it out to his brother Sawyer.
Leighton got to shoot that runner right there.
Sawyer into the lane, layup, rolling, no good. Battle for the rebound, it's Hoffman. Cole Campbell's going to slap it out of bounds. It'll be Spring Hill play at length of the court. We passed a couple of good opportunities to have to settle for that one.
Yeah, Leighton had that wide open little runner right there in front of the basket.
Miller to Kennedy, cross the timeline, in the corner to Daniels. Daniels drive shot blocked by Mabry and Burleson. Rebound, Leighton Sherman.
Yeah, Brian, I think you call that perfect. I think Mabry and Burleson both got some of that.
Burleson to Sawyer Sherman to Cole, who hits a streaking Kurt Burleson, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
That will be 2.
That'll be 2
on Carter.
That's big.
You know, offensively, Summertown does a really good job of spreading the floor and keeping lanes for our athletes to get to the bucket. As Burleson knocks down the first free throw. Kurt's got 9. Summertown's got 9. Spring Hill 2. 5.5 minutes to go in the first. Burleson, second toss, bang.
Coach for Spring Hill probably saying what I probably expect him to do. I think he was kind of questioning that Summertown don't have any fouls yet.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a 30-second timeout here by Spring Hill. We'll keep it right here. So with 5:29 to play in the first, fellas, Summertown 10, Kurt Burleson 10, Spring Hill 2. And Kurt's he's got a little bounce in his step tonight.
He does.
It's not what if you saw the tip off and then you looked and you said, well, Kurt Burleson and Carter, they've been going at each other. You probably wouldn't think Kurt Burleson sitting here with all 10 points for Summertown, seeing who was going to be guarding.
No, not if you're sitting here watching this game, because, I mean, he has been all in his face, because Carter's going to have to take a seat now. Got number 22's come in for him.
Hey, Resta, number 22, he had a strong game at Spring Hill. He's a really athletic, wiry kid for Spring Hill. Hoffman pass ahead to number 34, Hamilton. Hamilton drives on Mabry. Now he's cut off. Back over to Resta. Resta out front to Daniels. Daniels to Miller. Has it slapped away by Leighton Sherman. Stolen by Kurt Burleson with the dive. Back to Leighton Sherman. And the Eagles will bring it into front court. Over to Kurt. Kurt spins. Back to Leighton. Leighton over to Kurt Burleson. Stops, pops, 15-footer. Oh, it comes out. Rebound Mabry. Mabry to Leighton for three. No good. Rebound Hamilton. Hamilton ahead to Resta. Resta back to Hamilton. Over to Miller. Miller against the Summertown zone. Into Hoffman. Hoffman kicks out to Hamilton for three. No good. Rebound Kurt Burleson. And Burleson's going to be fouled by Resta, and Kurt will go back to the line for 2 free throws.
I tell you what, Kurt, and the reason that is Kurt's in position
Yes.
to get those calls.
It's going to put Kurt back on the free throw line, because that is their 5th. They are in the penalty here with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left.
So we have Jack Hallmark and Graham Howell set to check in for Summertown after this first free throw.
I did find out, guys, from the Sherman's dad, number 20, Hoffman, Ashton Hoffman, he plays on the same AU team as the Twins. So I think he said that you guys had said during the interaction they were cutting up with each other at Spring Hill. Well, that's why very well known to each other.
Burleson knocks down the first free throw.
Well, let me give Kurt his 11th point now.
He's got 11. Summertown's got 11. Spring Hill 2. Burleson, second toss, rolling. It's also good. As Hallmark and Howell are in, out goes Mabry and Sawyer Sherman.
Yeah, I'm not going to critique anybody West puts in as long as he leaves Kurt out there.
Air ball by number 32, Daniels. Rebound by Howell. In the front court, it's Campbell. Campbell drives baseline. Reverse layup. Beautiful shot by Cole Campbell.
How did he get that in there?
You got to be a real athlete and a heck of a ball player to do that.
You're Cole Campbell. That's how you do it.
That's it.
He watched Kaylee Campbell make 1,000 points doing it.
Daniels to Hamilton. Goes back out front to Miller. Miller into the lane. 8-footer, good.
Good runner there by Miller.
14-4. It's now Spring Hill's out of the press. They had enough of that as Kurt Burleson brings it into front court, gives to Jack Hallmark. Jack turns the corner, has it slapped away, stolen by Daniels. Daniels going to take it home for the layup. Good. You can't give them those runouts.
Well, you know, Brian, Timmy, Hallmark had the lane.
He did.
He didn't need to try to pass it out.
He could have continued right there. There's going to be another foul on Spring Hill.
Cole will go back to the line He'll be at the line for his first free throws of the night.
Yeah, it's all been Kurt, the only one to shot him so far.
Now we have Sawyer Sherman set to re-enter along with Ryder Blackwood after this free throw. Campbell free throw rolls out. Sawyer's coming in for his brother Leighton, and Ryder is going to give Cole Campbell a break if he makes his free throw. 3:30 to go here in the first. 14-6, Summertown. Campbell, second toss, it's good. Cole's got 3. Kurt Burleson's got 12. It's 15-6. Hoffman to play it in for Spring Hill. Summertown full court, 1-2-2. Comes in to Resta. Resta back to Hoffman. Hoffman to Miller. Miller, he's got a lane to the bucket. Layup, no good. Rebound, Howe. He gives to Ryder Blackwood. Blackwood racing in the front court. Gives over to Kurt Burleson. Kurt puts it on the floor, gives to Sawyer Sherman for three, rolls, no good. Tip in, no good. Burleson a rebound again, no good. Burleson a rebound, has it slapped away. Rebound this time by Miller. Kurt had 3 shots at it.
3 shots at it, couldn't get it in.
Kurt kicking himself for that one.
Under 3 minutes to go. Miller picked up his dribble, needs help, now gives over to Hoffman. Back to Miller. Miller to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about a 3, drives on Burleson, cut off by Burleson. Hoffman trapped in the back, in the corner, now gives over to Miller. Miller into the lane, kicks it out to Hamilton for 3. It's good. Hamilton knocks down the 3. Spring Hill trims it to 6, 15-9. Kurt Burleson in the backcourt. Now he gives over to Jack Hallmark. Hallmark across the timeline. Gives to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer into the lane, over to Kurt. Kurt, 17-footer short.
Good
Rebound.
save.
Sawyer Sherman with the save. Back to Ryder Blackwood. Over to Sawyer Sherman. Back to Ryder. Ryder thought about a 3. Now he gives to Graham Howe to Jack Hallmark. Jack takes it strong to the hole. No good. Rebound. Kurt Burleson back up, and this time Kurt sticks it in. 17-9.
Yeah, Kurt said that ain't happening twice.
Summertown doing a really good job on the offensive glass as Kennedy brings it across the timeline. Kennedy takes it on layup, slapped away, no good. Rebound Miller, shot up, no good. Rebound Sawyer Sherman.
Dribble it out, Sawyer.
Sawyer in the backcourt. Gives over to Ryder Blackwood as Summertown's got 3 guys at the scorer's table ready to come in. Pass to Graham Howe, to Jack Hallmark, to Kurt Burleson. Shoot that ball, Kurt. Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer takes it to the basket. Runner, no good. Slapped around. Picked up by Ryder Blackwood to Jack Hallmark. Hallmark takes it strong to the basket. Leaves it a little short. Rebound Hoffman.
Well, Hallmark's got to shoot that just a little sooner. But I'm going to give credit to Sawyer there. He couldn't get the shot to go, but Hoffman was set up to take a charge. Sawyer just stopped, popped.
Yeah.
Didn't give the chance on that. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
And Kurt just got about his 10th rebound this first quarter, it seems like. Blackwood in the front court gives over to Kurt Burleson. Graham Howe back to Blackwood, looking for a cutting Burleson. There he is. He spins, shot up, no good. Rebound Kurt Burleson. He's going to go up and at it again. This time it's good.
Workhorse.
Kurt getting it done.
16 first half points.
Ryder Blackwood with the steal. He's got a pump fake. Kicks it out, Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer over to Kurt. 40 seconds. Jack Hallmark to Graham Howe. Swing it around to Ryder Blackwood. Blackwood to Kurt Burleson. Hits a cutting Blackwood. Blackwood kicks it out. Howe for 3. No good. Rebound. Slapped out of bounds. Last touch. Sawyer Sherman. In comes Cole Campbell, Leighton Sherman, Andrew Mabry, and Mason Neal. So Coach Wes Long keeping them fresh.
Yeah, much needed break too for Kurt Burleson.
So he'll get about an extra break here at the end of the quarter. So it's 20 seconds to play, 19-9.
Hell, boys, I'm tired just watching Kurt.
Kennedy to Miller, 16 seconds. Miller being guarded by Mabry. Miller driving, and they're going to get Mabry for
not a bad foul. First of the game for Summertown.
Yeah.
And it's on the floor, 10 seconds to go.
That's where you can't blame Coach Jimmy Young. The way we press and guard, and that's our first foul.
Yeah.
It's
pass comes into Hoffman. Hoffman thought about a 3, drives on Neal, spins into the lane,
move.
Rolling, no good. Rebound, Cole Campbell.
It's a great move by Hoffman.
2 seconds, 1 second. Cole from half court, no good. That's where your first quarter will end with Summertown leading 19-9. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
The game of basketball and the lessons we've learned in sports has always played an important role in both of our lives. We know the benefits of a good game plan.
Merely hiring a real estate agent and popping a sign in your yard is not enough to win anymore. We have teamed up with Platform Marketing and have been able to secure an exclusive right in our area to market your home in the unique way that we do. So let's go. Team up with us and let's win together.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is a certified AMAR dealer. Truett's has been the region's go-to source for all things garage doors, including new installations, repairs, and maintenance for over 20 years. Backed by the gold standard of AMAR with top quality design and sustainability, Truett's reputation of top customer service, experience, and expertise is known far and wide. So when you're looking for a new garage or commercial door, need one fixed or maintained, you're in luck with Truett's and AMAR.
And welcome back to Summertown High School. It'll be Spring Hill basketball to start the second quarter. On the floor for the Eagles is Mason Neal, Sawyer Sherman, as Kennedy hits the turnaround jumper on the lane, cut this lead down to 8. Andrew Mabry, Cole Campbell, and Leighton Sherman. Campbell gets the lane to the basket. Pump fake up off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's Miller. Miller has it taken away, but he's going to be fouled by Sawyer Sherman. It'll be Spring Hill basketball.
Spring Hill has a decided rebounding edge right now with Howell and Burleson both getting a break. Summertown has no posts out there.
As Spring Hill tries to throw it long, Campbell intercepts but has it slapped away. It's picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Last touch, Hoffman of Spring Hill, and it'll be Summertown basketball. Clint, you said it a while ago, Hoffman's a good player.
Yes, he is.
Campbell will play it in for the Eagles. Into Neal. Neal going to work on Kennedy. Neal trapped in the backcourt, needs help, gets it to Mabry. Mabry puts it on the floor, kicks it in the corner to Leighton Sherman. Sherman out to Mason Neal from about 22, short. Rebound, Resta.
Yeah, we got to quit being surprised that the three-point shot's there. It feels like everything we do looks rushed from our guards right now.
As Kurt Burleson at the scores table and ready to check back in for the Eagles. Kennedy out front to Hamilton. Over to Miller. Miller gives over to Hamilton. Now out to Hoffman. Back to Kennedy. Spring Hill showing some patience. Miller shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound Mason Neal.
Did a good job there because they had a lot of contact trying to come down with it, Brian.
Neal, and it's going to go off of Cole's leg out of bounds. It'll be Spring Hill basketball, and Kurt Burleson will check in. Out will go Mason Neal.
Have all their starters back for the Eagles.
19-11, Summertown by 8, 6:30 to play here in the first half. Miller across the timeline. Gives over to Kennedy. Kennedy has it go off his foot, off Leighton Sherman's foot, out of bounds. Spring Hill basketball. Hoffman to Miller. Out to Kennedy. Kennedy has it slapped away. Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer's going to come up with it. Sawyer going to take it all the way in for the shot. Up off the glass. No good. Before he can shoot, we're going to get a foul on the floor. That foul, I believe, will be on Miller. No, it's going to be on Kennedy. Harrison will check in for Spring Hill. Out will go.
Somebody's got to go. Well, I guess they already. No, they've got 6. Now we go.
Out goes Kennedy. Campbell to play it in. Sawyer Sherman for 3. Got it. Sawyer Sherman for 3 in the corner. 22-11. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Hoffman in the backcourt.
Somebody besides the 2 seniors finally scored.
Miller back to Hoffman. In the corner to Hamilton. Hamilton puts it on the floor, now back to Hoffman. Hoffman out to Miller. Miller to Hoffman. Spring Hill looks a little unsure about what they want to do. As Coach Jimmy Young sensed that as well. We're going to have a timeout on the floor by Spring Hill with 5:52 to play here in the second quarter. Summertown 22, Spring Hill 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
As play is set to resume here, this is Brian Long with Timmy Kinnick, Clint Brazier, and Will Pettis. As Spring Hill will play it in here with trailing Summertown 22-11. Ball comes into Miller. Miller into the lane and gives over to Hoffman. About a 12-footer on the baseline, battle for the rebound. No good. It's no good, but Resta rebounds it and he sticks it back in. Cole Campbell ahead to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer Gives over to Cole. Cole up, off the glass, good, unselfish basketball, nice pass, Sawyer Sherman.
Good cut right there by Cole when he seen Sawyer was in a little bit of trouble down there.
24-13, 5:25 to play. In the corner to Hamilton. Back out front, Miller. Miller over to Harrison. Harrison has it slapped away, picked up, scrambled for it. Harrison comes up with it, and he gets it to Hoffman, and Hoffman throws it to where Resta was, but Resta was cutting to the basket. Turnover, give it to the Summertown Eagles.
I tell you, it was great hustle by Harrison just to keep that thing alive with Campbell on one side of you and Sherman in the other.
Yeah, I thought Sawyer going to take it, put it on the floor. That's too easy. Sawyer Sherman with the layup, 26-13. Harrison in backcourt, gives over to Miller.
It all started with a great pump fake by Sawyer. Y'all probably couldn't see it from the corner, but that's where it all started. Great pump fake, got the defender up, and then it was just all he had to do was not miss the layup.
As Blackwood and Howe come in, out will go Cole Campbell and Mabry. But, fellas, I think you're starting to see all the attention Kurt Burleson's getting.
Open up the floor.
Yep. Sawyer Sherman over to Kurt. Kurt thought about it. He's into the lane, kicks it out to Howe. Back over to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer puts it on the floor, kicks out Blackwood for three. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Hamilton.
Still a good look.
He gives to Miller. Miller trapped in the backcourt, needs help, gets it out of there to Harrison. Harrison racing in the front court, has it slapped away, picked up Kurt Burleson. Burleson all the way in, layup, good, and he's fouled, and Kurt Burleson just can't be stopped tonight.
Yeah, Brian, we said it when he come out for warm-ups, when he come out under the lights. I mean, the kid's got a different step. Got a lot more pep in his step than what we used to seeing, and they seem to be falling for him.
He's got 18 of the 28 with a chance for 19.
28-13, 4:19 to go as Jack Hallmark enters for Leighton Sherman. So we got Burleson, Blackwood, Sawyer Sherman, Hallmark, and Howe. Burleson free throw. It's about the only thing that hadn't working for him. No good.
No, that's the first one he's missed.
Yeah.
He's
and that went almost to the bottom of the net and come back out.
He's 5 for 6.
Hoffman gives to Miller. Miller to Harrison. Back to Miller. Miller into the lane. Shot blocked by Burleson. Rebound slapped away, picked up by Hoffman of Spring Hill. He gives over to Carter, who's re-entered. In the corner to Hamilton. Hamilton drives, shot pass out to Miller. Miller takes it all the way into the basket. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Last touch by Carter as he and Burleson were battling for the rebound. Summertown basketball.
I tell you, just stifling defense, Brian, Timmy. I mean, you're not going to get anything easy.
Burleson to Hallmark. Gives to Howe. Over here to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer's going to gun from 24. No good. Rebound Harrison. Harrison has it slapped away by Blackwood, but Blackwood's going to be called for the foul. Good hustle by the sophomore Ryder Blackwood. It'll be Spring Hill basketball, play at length of the court. I think Wes has done a really good job of developing some depth this year. These guys, these sophomores are coming in. They're ready to contribute. Hoffman in the backcourt gets it ahead to Harrison. Harrison's going to gun a three. No good. Rebound. It's Howe. Howe gives it over to Blackwood. Blackwood across the timeline. Gives to Burleson. Burleson over to Sawyer Sherman. Gets a screen from Burleson. Burleson's got it. Back to Sawyer Sherman. Over to Howe. Swing it around to Hallmark. Hallmark. Burleson to Blackwood. Blackwood to Graham Howe. Sawyer Sherman to a cutting Howe. Howe pump fake into the lane. No good, but he's going to be fouled. Graham Howe will go to the line for 2 free throws, and I'd say Summertown ran that to perfection.
Yes, absolutely. Good ball movement.
Wasn't in a hurry.
Didn't
reversed it 3 or 4 times. Just kept going side to side.
You know, there's only 2:52 to go. But, you know, Howe can't make that free throw. But right now you're down 15. How long? Well, he's got him back in now. I'm sorry, I just looked up and saw Carter. I was going to say, I don't know how long you can afford to chance it without him.
So Campbell and Leighton Sherman come back in along with Mason Neal. Free throw, no good.
Come on, Graham.
So
wouldn't have mattered if it went in. Said he crossed the line.
It'll be Spring Hill basketball. Hoffman to play it in to Miller. Miller trapped in the backcourt. Slapped away, picked up Cole Campbell. Cole into the no good. Rebound Hoffman. Hoffman has it slapped away. Here comes Spring Hill. Hoffman to Carter. Carter takes it in, layup good. 28-15. Campbell with it in the backcourt. Gives to Mason Neal. Neal into the lane, now backs out. Gets it out there to Howe. Howe back to Neal. Neal gives to Campbell in the corner. Campbell had a cutting Burleson. Over to Leighton Sherman to Mason Neal. Neal got a lane to the basket. Layup good by the sophomore Mason Neal.
Good take, Mason Neal.
That kid's quick on his feet, too.
30-15. Carter behind the back dribble. He's going to be fouled by Leighton Sherman.
Not a bad foul.
No. But
Still
Carter,
not in the bonus.
Carter, he's just eat up with it. I mean, he's. Andrew Mabry is going to give Kurt Burleson a break.
Foul was on Leighton, his first.
Miller into Carter. Carter's going to be fouled, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws.
Now listen, I said the foul before was a good foul. That wasn't. I don't know how you let them get it in right there on your block. Size advantage or not.
Size advantage, yeah.
30-15 your score is Carter ready for the first toss. It's good. (30-16). Carter ready for the second toss. In the air, back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's Leighton Sherman. Leighton racing across the timeline. Gives over to Mason Neal. Neal to Graham Howe. Over to Leighton Sherman. In the corner to Neal for 3. Good, Mason Neal.
Coming up big here in the last 2 possessions.
5 quick points, 33-16. Kennedy to Miller. Miller, Euro step, tries to hit a Carter. Pass gets away, picked up by Leighton Sherman for the Eagles. Leighton trapped in the backcourt, gets it to Cole Campbell.
Got numbers, got to run, boys.
Cole
Let's go.
To Graham. Graham Howe back to Leighton Sherman. Leighton goes in, pump fake, 8-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound, tapped around. It's Graham Howe up and good, and he is fouled. Graham Howe and Cole Campbell kept it alive till Graham could get it and stick it in.
I tell you, Graham did a great job finishing, but that all stays alive because of Cole Campbell. Just came in there, just punched it.
Yeah, he just knocked it back up in the air and give Graham the chance to pick it up.
Graham, free throw, no good. Battle for the rebound, Andrew Mabry. Cole Campbell slapped it away again. Neal for another 3, rolling, no good. Miller's got it for Spring Hill. Miller across the timeline, needs help, now gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy in the corner to Carter. Carter drives baseline, shot good.
That's an athlete right there.
That kid's got a soft touch, too.
Campbell brings it across the timeline.
He's only been on the floor about 2 minutes. He's got 8 points.
Campbell going to take him to the hole. Up, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's Hoffman. Hoffman gets it out there to Miller. 35-18 with 45 seconds to play. In the corner to Hamilton. His 3 is good. Hamilton's a shooter. He made some threes up there last week when Summertown was at Spring Hill.
He's made 2 from that same spot, and it was all Summertown trapping and kicked it to him wide open.
Campbell to Howe. Howe thought about a 3, gives over to Leighton Sherman. He'll gun a 3. No good. Rebound. Howe slaps it around. Mabry slaps it around. Carter picks it up for Spring Hill. Carter ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy's layup good.
Yeah, Mason, he's young, but he's got to cut that pass off. He tried to go out to help Sherman. Sherman had the ball handler stop.
35-23. 6 seconds. Campbell going all the way in. Shot up. No good. Thought he might have got fouled. And that's where your first half will end with your scores. Summertown 35, Spring Hill 23. Do you need a minute, Clint? Or
I tell you what, we can give it to Coach Gene. He can have my spot right here, and we'll go over stats when we come back second half. Y'all stay right here with Coach Gene.
Now we're joined by head Lady Eagle basketball coach Jeremy Jean. Coach, I'm sure that game, just trying to read your body language on the bench, it looked like a real roller coaster for you over there tonight.
It was. Had a chance to put them away early. We missed some layups. And then, we told 12's a shooter. Like, she's a shooter, and we let her get 3 open threes there. 3 banked a 3 in. We didn't defend. When we got up 17, we stopped guarding. We started reaching, slapping. Got in foul trouble. And had to battle back. They cut to 8 or 10 in the third quarter.
Got it to 7.
Got it to 7.
Got to 7, but I hate that, but I also don't hate it because we had to respond. And we haven't had that before in a game where we were up that big. I mean, we had to battle, and shots finally fell late in the fourth quarter. And
well, that's exactly what Timmy Clint and I said it. I know you probably didn't like how it played out, but really it's the first time things were going our way, and then it wasn't. You had to like the way we responded.
I did, and it's the three. We went offense for defense there for a while. Tess come in, did her job, whatever, 40 seconds at the time. But we got to learn. We had to learn not to. When the officiating changes, we got to change. Some crews let you get handsy, some don't. But then we stopped defending with our feet and moving, and we just started slapping and reaching. And got in our feelings. We started feeling sorry for ourselves, and it was a bad run there.
Well, I was really glad to see Hannah Jones. She went out in foul trouble,
Yeah.
and then she come in to start the third quarter and scored about 7 points just real quick,
Yeah, she
3-2, and changed the game back for us.
It did. She does a good job running the baseline in her zone offense, and it's when she was out. Other kids right now can't run it like she can. That's something got to do better in practice. But I was talking to Wes the other day. We haven't had many practices in the last 2 weeks without 3 games in a row, or it's been a weird schedule. So we'll get to practice tomorrow, working some stuff. But Jones played well. She rebounds everything. And we played well. We didn't defend very good.
Well, both you're saying she had 13, I think 14 unofficially by our count.
Yeah.
Abby goes for 20. I think maybe her high of the year.
Yeah, and it's 34 points in the paint from 2 people is a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, that Spring Hill group was very handsy, quick on their feet, getting to us, and trapping us in the corner, kind of give us a little, a different look from what I've seen.
They did, and it's one of those things where we got trapped in the corner and nobody moved.
Yeah, everybody just kind of stood.
We stopped moving the second, third quarter at all. But I tell you, one person who can move, and that's Ellie Lou. Whenever she gets in, she finds that gap to cut to and get an open shot. She does a really good job sitting over there watching. She watches the game and sees where she needs to go when she gets in.
Well, not only on offense, but on defense too. She winds up rotating, getting her hand on the ball or a rebound, offside rebound.
Yep.
Hey, but I will say, we handled Spring Hill pretty good up there last week. Ended up being 24 here, but the guard that they had tonight that they didn't have the first time, she's a difference maker.
She is. She banked in a couple shots, and we fouled her on layups, and that's what we can't do. We can't foul shooters. Don't let a kid get to the free throw line and see the ball go to the net, and they might struggle from out there, but we fouled her. She made some free throws. After that, she was feeling good about herself, and she made some big shots.
Well, and Timmy said that during the second quarter after we got up big, they stayed in the game on the free throw line.
They did, and you can't foul shooters.
Right.
And I hate to say get out of the way, but almost get out of the way and rebound. Especially Ella got her third foul, or second foul there, about 5 to go, trying to block a shot. Just get out of the way. Live to play another day, and that's something we haven't had to do with her getting in foul trouble a lot. So it was good for her to have to play with fouls.
Well, after 10 games, we're, 9-1 now?
Yeah. Well,
I know you've got to be pleased with the growth of this squad this early this year.
Oh yeah, we're getting better offensively, and that worried me earlier. I felt we played bad offensively and scored 66 points tonight. We find a way to get it done. It's still not smooth as I want it to be, but we're finding a way. We're finding the open person. I would like us to make some more layups, but hopefully, that'll come. Yeah.
Timmy, you got anything?
I don't. Great, good job.
Congratulations. We'll see you next weekend, or this coming weekend in Giles County. So we're going to take about a 5-minute break. Again, your score, Summertown 35, Spring Hill 23.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255. Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-46.
Welcome back to Summertown High School halftime. 35-23. Clint, you got a scoring breakdown for us here at half?
That keeps sticking for some reason. But number 4, Kennedy for Spring Hill First. Kennedy with 4. Miller with 2. Resto with 2. Carter, limited time, had 7 points and probably only about 4 minutes of action. Daniels with 2, Hamilton with 2. For Summertown, you've got Mason Neal, Cole Campbell, Sawyer Sherman with 5 each, Graham Howell with 2, and Kurt Burleson leading all scorers with 15 first half points.
Big half by Kurt. I know Coach Long was probably not happy with that 7-0 run by Spring Hill there to close the half. It was 35-16. Now all of a sudden 35-23.
Well, I think that happens too when you've got you have to kind of cheat a little bit on your press because when you know that Carter's back out there.
Right. Yeah. So it'll be Summertown basketball.
And you also had some possessions where our guards took it to the basket, but it's a whole lot harder to finish with Resta down there contesting it than when he's not.
It's not hard for him to finish.
No,
Kurt
it's not.
Burleson gets it and scores on his first possession here to start the second half. Miller into front court. He's shut down by Mabry. Back out front, Kennedy. Kennedy gives to Hoffman. Hoffman looks inside Carter. Carter's got it. He'll go out of bounds last touch by Burleson. It'll be Spring Hill basketball. I don't know how old Carter is, but he looks young.
He does look young.
I tell you, I like that theory on that first possession for Summertown. Get it to Kurt and let him attack him. See how aggressive Carter wanted to play.
As Spring Hill's Kennedy gets it into Carter, and he'll score it. If he gets it down that low, there won't be much we can do about it.
Especially if he gets Kurt on a seal.
37-25. Kurt Burleson got it. Now gives back to Leighton Sherman. Leighton back out front. Kurt over to Mabry to Sawyer Sherman. Sawyer takes it to the basket. Cut off by Carter. He's going to be fouled by Daniels. It'll be Summertown basketball under their own basket. That's just what you said. I mean, we had a lane to the bucket, but with that big guy back there.
Yeah. You're going to have to decide you want to stop and pop and hit about a 10-footer instead of trying to get to the basket.
Burleson working on Carter, spins, jump hook. Oh, no good. Rebound Carter of Spring Hill. Has it slapped away, scrambled for the loose ball. Carter's laying on it.
What is that?
And then we're going to have a jump ball.
How do you call a jump ball on that?
Cole just walked over there and said, well, let me reach under here and try to tie it up.
It'll be Spring Hill basketball with 6:52 to play here in the third period as Hamilton will check in. Out will go Daniels.
I think on that play, if you just back away from him, Brian, and let him try to get up, he walks, right?
He walks, yeah.
Because he's laying on it with his back. He couldn't get it off and under him.
Miller, Kennedy, back to Miller. Back to Kennedy. He'll gun a three. No good. Rebound. Has it slapped away. Comes out there with it. Cole Campbell. Cole gives over to Kurt Burleson. Burleson to Sawyer Sherman from about 22. No good. Rebound. Cole Campbell. Cole pump fake up, and he's going to draw the foul on Carter.
Let me tell you something, boys. I said we're in trouble if Kurt gets in foul trouble. I believe you stick Cole Campbell down there in the 5 spot and let him just work.
Just let him go. Let him play post for a while.
So that's 3 on Carter. Campbell's toss, it's good.
Y'all, I know, Brian, you'll remember him. Timmy, you may not, and you probably won't like me talking about Lawrence County. Do y'all remember Taz Garland? Played for Coach Shane Clark.
Yes.
I do.
He was one of those that could play the 1 to the 5 position, and I feel like that's the way Cole is.
Cole knocks down the second. We don't mind you talking about him because he's a Summertown guy. He
might
have went to Lawrence.
Right.
Yeah.
He's out there with all your people out there.
Kennedy being hounded by Sawyer Sherman. Gives it over to Miller. Miller goes inside, picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy in the corner to Hamilton for 3. No good. Box out. Good box out, Andrew Mabry.
It's a bad break. Mabry did it should have been the 4th foul on Carter, and referee didn't call it.
Yeah. That's a good job by Andrew.
Yeah, Mabry done everything he was supposed to do right there.
Just found out Carter.
Miller's
going to knock that one down.
Yep.
Just found out that Carter is just a sophomore.
Oh,
a sophomore, yeah.
Cole
I knew he
Campbell
looked young.
Going to take it on Hoffman. Shot up off the glass. No good. Mabry with the rebound. He goes back up and scores it. Andrew Mabry with the hustle basket.
I tell you, Andrew did a great job faking like he was going to go underneath for the reverse layup and then just pulled it right back.
41-28. Kennedy into the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Andrew Mabry. Mabry wants to run. He gives it to Cole Campbell. Cole tries to go back to Andrew. It's stolen. Now Leighton Sherman steals it back ahead to his brother Sawyer. Back to Leighton. Back to Sawyer for 3. No good. Rebound. Cole Campbell.
Who else?
Cole to Leighton. From the top of the key, he traveled. He did.
Wow.
That's the thing. Be ready to catch and shoot it. You know, you didn't have to get any separation on that. That was one of them series kind of like a girls' game.
Yeah.
There for a minute.
41-28.
Well, the brothers passed it back and forth 4 times.
Kennedy.
The Sherman brothers.
Yeah.
Back to, and we're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the floor with 5:11 to play in the third. Summertown leads 41-28. We're going to keep it right here. That's a 30-second timeout. But talking about being ready right there, Clint, I'll tell you guys a funny story at Spring Hill or at Perry County. You might know it. You know, Leighton had the big first half. Hit like 8 threes. Wes said, man, I'm fired up. He goes in at halftime and going, Leighton, you got it going, man. You got to call for the ball. I think we missed you a couple of times. In front of the team. This tells you about the team. He said, Coach, I don't have to do that. Cole will get it to me when I need it.
Right. And he's right.
And he's right.
I mean, so, you know. That's,
and any of those other guys will, too.
Yeah. But I just thought, I mean, a guy having a night like he was having, he wasn't worried about whether he got it.
Listen,
He said,
I know how cocky I was, and I wasn't very good. If I'd had 8 threes in the first half, I wouldn't ever pass it for somebody not to give it back to me.
Wes is saying that because that's the way he would have been. Miller has got it in front court. Now he's trapped, gets it out of there to Kennedy, but Cole Campbell kicks it.
Jenna had 9 threes in a game one time, and Shane Clark, my old coach, went up and he said, well, I know where you got to want to shoot it 9 times, but said, where'd you learn how to make it?
Make it 9 times.
Miller. Trapped by Campbell. Now gives over to Carter. Carter drives, and that should
be a charge. That's not a.
Coach Long don't agree with it, and I don't either. I don't know that Mabry couldn't have played any better defense.
Yeah. That's a 4 on.
So we'll watch Will's replay. Yeah, that's tough. Tough break.
So here we go. It'll be Spring Hill basketball. Play it under their own basket.
For the lob
Miller.
here.
Into Carter. Carter now backs it out between the circles. Carter being guarded by Burleson, gives to Miller. Miller. Spring Hill being really patient. Miller looking inside, goes back to Kennedy. Kennedy. Carter wants it. He gets it in the mid-post. Kennedy working on Burleson. Cole Campbell comes in here. He's going to take it away. We're going to have a held ball, and on the alternating possession, it'll belong to the Summertown Eagles. Good job, Cole.
Yes, it was. He read that perfectly.
Well, Cole was just laying in wait back there, and when he made his move to drop step, Cole's just waiting. He knew it was coming. When he made his move to drop step, he just stepped in front of the ball.
As Mabry and Campbell will get a break, in comes Blackwood and Howe.
And how frustrated do you get if you're Carter? You're sitting there trying to put a good move on Kurt Burleson, and then next thing you know, you're getting a takeaway by guard.
Blackwood, top of the key, Howe. Howe, Leighton Sherman. Leighton to a cutting Howe. Howe skips it over to Blackwood in the corner to Sawyer. Back to Blackwood for 3. No good rebound. Kurt Burleson up and good as Carter didn't want to challenge him. Burleson scores again, 43-28, 4 minutes to play in the third. In the corner to Hamilton. Hamilton back out front. Kennedy over to Miller. Miller back to Kennedy. Drives into the lane, cut off in the corner to Hamilton. Shot, no good. Rebound, Carter. Carter up and no good. Burleson taps it out. Leighton Sherman gets it, and here come the Eagles. Leighton in the corner to Ryder. Back to Sawyers. In the corner to Blackwood. Back to Sawyers.
Shoot the ball, boy.
Sawyer
what are you doing?
For 3. No good. Rebound, Carter or Hamilton. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Summertown.
I listen. I don't listen. I mean,
I think it was.
I think Coach Long just pulled Sawyer out. Yeah. You had 2 opportunities, and you had to think about it.
Yeah. And then Ryder was throwing it back to him, going, shoot.
Yeah. I think that's what Coach Long just told him over on the bench. He said, just shoot it.
Miller has it his pass slapped away by Blackwood. And Ryder Blackwood has some long arms.
Yes, he does. Him and Hallmark both. I feel like they stick their arms straight down. They touch their knees.
Yeah. Miller to Hoffman. Back to Miller. Miller drives on Neal. Now kicks it in corner Hamilton for 3.
He likes that corner.
Hamilton can shoot it. Burleson gets it into Blackwood. Blackwood.
He's made a 3 every quarter so far in this contest, and they've all been a corner 3.
Give it to Burleson. Burleson going to work on Resta. Burleson to Leighton Sherman. Back to Burleson. Burleson spins. Back out front, Leighton. Leighton has it slapped away but picks it back up. Leighton, as Coach Wes Long is going to take a full timeout with your score 43-31, 2:50 to play in the third. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Here at Heritage Automotive, experience the difference with our great sales department, service department, and parts department. Now offering up to $10,000 off on all Chevy and GMC Model 1500s.
And we have over 30 lenders with some of the best rates in the market.
Hi, it's Tag with Heritage Automotive. We want you to know when it comes to your vehicle, you deserve help, not hassle. With our 30-plus years of experience of being your local dealership, we're here to serve you. So whether it's routine maintenance, mechanical repairs, collision repairs, we're here to help. So give us a call today to schedule your service.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
And welcome back to Summertown. It'll be Summertown basketball side front court. Timmy, Clint, Coach Long, I've looked just a little frustrated there with our offensive possessions the last couple of times.
We're rushing stuff a little much. I mean, in my eyes. You got your lead. We've talked about it before with these guys. Set it up and run it.
Campbell.
Make him passes.
In the corner to Layton. Layton into the lane, kicks it out. Mason Neal. Mason back to Layton Sherman. Spring Hill getting out and applying some pressure. Layton over to Cole.
And like you were saying, Tim, you got to get north and south some.
Yeah.
Layton Sherman for three. Good. Is that Layton's first three of the night?
First points of the game.
First points of the game for Layton Sherman. Miller, he stops, he pops from three, back rim, no good, rebound Graham Howe. He'll give it to Cole Campbell, and here come the Eagles.
Got
Cole.
Neal on the opposite side.
Cole racing into front court. There is Neal for three, no good, rebound. It's Kennedy of Spring Hill. Kennedy trapped in the backcourt, might have got away with the travel.
What? Going to call a shove.
But we're going to get Layton Sherman on the shove. Spring Hill basketball, play at side rear court as Sawyer Sherman will come in. Out will go Mason Neal.
I wonder if Sawyer learned his lesson over there.
I'd say we're fixing to find out.
He may shoot it from the eagle.
Yeah. 46-31, Summertown. Hoffman in the corner now, gives it out there to Resta. Resta back to Hoffman. Hoffman thought about a three. Has it slapped away by Layton Sherman. He's trapped in the corner. His pass intercepted by Kurt Burleson.
Great pressure by Howe and Layton right there just on that trap.
Kurt gives over to Cole Campbell. Summertown backs it out. Cole to Kurt Burleson at the free throw line. Fakes the handoff to Cole Campbell. Gives over to Sawyer Sherman. Thought about a three. They got a hand in his face. Now to Layton over to Cole. Cole to Kurt Burleson. Kurt to Sawyer. He'll gun a three. Bang.
That's deep.
That
was out there, too.
Well, listen, I was about to get on to him because he wasn't ready to shoot it off that curl.
40-31. Miller to Hoffman. Hoffman into the lane. His shot, no good. Rebound, Hoffman back up and good. And I'll say it again, Hoffman's a player.
It's a good job sticking with it, too. Hard to believe that's just his first 2 points of the game because he's been all over the place.
Campbell across the timeline. He'll give over to Graham Howe. Graham inside to Kurt. Kurt Burleson at the free throw line. Kicks in the corner to Cole Campbell. Gets a string from Kurt Burleson. Oh, he tries to lob.
I think he thought Kurt was going to roll off his defender and go back door there.
So it'll be Miller into front court. He gives to Hoffman. Hoffman, Euro step into the lane, has it slapped away. Who's got it? Cole Campbell ahead to Kurt Burleson. Burleson into the lane, strong to the basket, rolling, good, and he was fouled, and Kurt Burleson continues a big night here in Summertown.
That puts him at 21 with a free throw upcoming to put him on 22, and we've got 33 seconds to go in the third.
And it's been a really efficient 21.
Yes, you know what I love about Kurt is he gets his 23, 24 points a night on about, 14 shots?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And his assist.
Free throw no good, but Graham Howe gets it, and he passes it out there to Campbell, and it's slapped away by Hamilton. Here comes Spring Hill. He gives over to Miller. Miller gives to Hoffman, 22 seconds.
Kurt's like Larry Bird. He going to have a triple-double, and he's only shot it about 12 times all night.
Out pass inside, stole by Kurt, ahead to Cole. Cole going to back it out. It's cross court to Layton. Layton stops, pops, 20-footer, no good. Rebound Kurt Burleson, 6 seconds. To Sawyer, 4 seconds from about 26. No good. Rebound by Howell, and that's where the third quarter will come to an end with your score. Summertown 51, Spring Hill 33. We'll be back in just a moment.
Morris Farmers Market, located on Highway 43 South, is the official headquarters of fall and everything tasty. Head on over for locally grown produce, honey, baked goods, cheese, canned goods, decorations, and so much more. You won't find friendlier folks than the Morris family, who make the farm-to-table experience the best in the Tennessee Valley. Make the short drive to Morris Farmers Market, located at 2580 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee, just across the street from Preston's Restaurant. Phone 931-852-3276. That's Morris Farmers Market.
Welcome back to Summertown High School. 51-33. It'll be Spring Hill basketball to start the fourth quarter. Fellas, we're up 18, but it's been a workman-like 18. It ain't like running up and down the court, shooting a bunch of threes.
I think you said it in the girls' game. It was a 14-point lead, but if you just close your eyes and then look at the scoreboard, you think it's a one-possession game.
Yeah. Paul stolen by Sawyer Sherman, but that's one thing. The defense for Summertown's been pretty good.
That's why it's an 18-point lead right there.
Yeah. Sherman in the front court. Gives over to his brother Leighton. Leighton to Kurt Burleson. Burleson to Andrew Mabry. Gives over to Jack Hallmark. Gets Mabry on the roll. Mabry kicks it in the corner to Sawyer. An extra pass to his brother Leighton. Bang!
Good to see twin brothers.
With such a great possession.
How many times will you see twin brothers pass up to let the other one score?
Yeah. Spring Hill into front court. Daniels has got it. Sawyer's after it. Gets it in the corner to Carter. Carter drives, shot, no good. But we're going to
that one I agree with.
Yeah.
Mabry was moving on that
Andrew
one.
kind of run under him a little bit. So Andrew Mabry will pick up the foul, and Carter will go to the line for 2 free throws with 7:09 to play, and his team trailing by 21. See in double figures yet, Clint?
If he can make a free throw.
Rolling, rallying, no good.
So no, not yet.
So on the floor for the Eagles, Mabry, Leighton Sherman, Hallmark, Burleson, and Sawyer Sherman. Second toss is good. Carter's got 10. His team trails by 20, 54-34. Leighton Sherman across the timeline. Gives it over to Kurt. Kurt Burleson into the lane. Shot up, no good, but he's going to go back to the line for 2 free throws. As Kurt, they got the mismatch, and Kurt just came right down the lane.
Yeah, they made a couple of cuts when they got the mismatch. Kurt went ahead and went to the basket.
I think give Coach Long a lot of credit. I think one thing that even being a small team, the reason we're as successful as we are is even if Kurt just touches it at the high post, it gets him a touch where it makes the defense have to collapse at some point, because if they don't, Kurt's just going to score on them.
Yeah. Kurt knocks down the free throw. 55-34, 7 minutes to play. Second toss, it's rolling, no good. Rebound Carter of Spring Hill. Carter gives it out there to Kennedy. Kennedy races across the timeline, shut down by Jack Hallmark. Now he's trapped. Gets it out there to Miller. Miller back in the corner to Kennedy. Kennedy drives baseline. His pass slapped away by Kurt Burleson, picked up by Andrew Mabry as they tried to feed Carter. And Mabry will bring it across the timeline. Mabry to Leighton Sherman. Leighton gets a screen, now gives over to Kurt Burleson. Kurt back to Leighton. Back to Kurt. Over to Mabry. Mabry got a lane to the basket. Beautiful cut. Beautiful drive. Andrew Mabry, 57-34.
Boys, I can brag on every person on this team, but I'll promise you this. I'm a good enough coach. You give me 5 Andrew Mabrys, I'm going to beat you 9 times out of 10.
I don't care if he's 5 foot.
He's 5'8".
5'8". Just give me 5 of them. Yeah. So that kid works, man.
5 seconds. Well, I think back to the days when Coach McBee was here and Andrew's daddy, Ricky, played.
Yeah.
And Coach McBee used to always say, that's Summertown basketball.
Right.
Guys like Ricky Mabry, Andrew Mabry, Cole Campbell. I mean.
He'd never say it about you, did he,
No.
Jimmy?
No.
Mabry in the front court. Gives over to Jack Hallmark. Gives to Kurt Burleson. Burleson.
I got a feeling Timmy's
It's
one of them,
Mabry.
Brian. He said, get in there and take that kid out of the game.
Hits a cutting Sawyer Sherman. Now he gives over to Burleson. Layup no good. Burleson with his own rebound, and he'll score it.
Tip drill.
And Kurt pouring it on as Summertown now leads by 25.
Kurt with 24.
Miller gets it out there to Daniels. You know, Spring Hill is the quicker team, but Summertown defensively has them locked up.
Yeah.
As Hallmark gets the steal and he gets the layup. And now we're going to get a timeout by Spring Hill with 5:21 to play. Summertown 61, Spring Hill 34. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
The year may be ending, but the savings are just beginning at Story & Lee Furniture. Just imagine 3 football fields full of furniture, and half of everything in the store is half off. Over 500 recliners in stock, and half of them are half off. Over 200 dining rooms in stock, and half of them are half off. Buy a Kingsdown king-size mattress set for the price of a queen, and all rugs and accessories are 50% off. Plus, get 0% financing and free delivery too. Story Story and Lee's half off, half of everything sale absolutely ends Saturday, January 4th.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
And welcome back to Summertown High School. Brian Long, Timmy Kinnick, Clint Brazier, and Will Pettis. It's all Eagles here in the boys' game, 61-34.
I know there's still 5 minutes to go, but as of right now, Spring Hill's only scored 1 point this quarter. Make that 3.
That's a tough shot.
I mean, he was behind the glass and reached back and scored it. Carter, he's a player.
Yeah, and Kirk Burson done everything. Graham Howell done everything he could do right there on that possession to keep him from scoring.
Sherman into a cutting Mabry layup, good. Summertown running the pick and roll to perfection, 63-36. Miller into front court, gives over to Daniels. Daniels to Carter. Carter, this time.
They're going to get the charge that time. Third time was the charge.
Attaboy, Mabry. Keep hanging in there.
Andrew he's just a pest. Stays right up and under him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, give me 5 of him.
Somebody just got.
It's like Coach Long going to go to his bench. I think. Yeah, we have no starters on the floor now.
Yeah. Hallmark, Neal, Blackwood, Holt, and Howe.
Ryder having a little hard time getting away from
Blackwood
Miller.
Into front court, gives over to Holt. In the corner to Hallmark. Hallmark, he's going to be fouled by Daniels. Hey, this bunch here, other than Graham, you know, they've had a pretty successful JV schedule so far this year. They haven't had too much competition, so glad to see these guys.
And you're saying that because Graham's not playing
JV. Not
that Graham's.
Hey, Graham does his job.
Yeah.
He just don't play with him in the JV.
Right.
Yeah. Neal to Holt to Hallmark. Hallmark being guarded by Carter. Shoot it, Jack. Back out front to Howe. Howe to Blackwood. Gets a screen. Now gets it to Holt to Neal. Neal going to drive on Hoffman. Layup, rolling, no good. Rebound, Hoffman.
Good take. You just shorted it enough trying to get it off a little quicker, not get blocked.
Hoffman gives over to Miller. 63-36, 4 minutes to play. Daniels. Miller in the corner to Hamilton. Goes inside Hoffman. Hoffman works on Holt, passes it to Carter. Summertown might have got away with the foul.
I think Holt or Neal both probably got away with a foul. Carter should probably be shooting free ones.
Spring Hill play it in. Miller gets it into Hoffman. Hoffman being guarded by Holt. Gets it in the corner to Miller. Miller into the lane. Now kicks out to Daniels for 3. Back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Miller for Spring Hill.
It's a good job, Hoffman, just keeping that alive for Spring Hill.
Miller kicks out to Daniels. Daniels shut down by Neal. Now in the corner to Carter. Carter cut off by Howe. Carter will shoot a 3. Air ball, rebound, Jack Hallmark. And Jack will walk it into front court.
I don't think that's in Carter's
repertoire
yet.
Neal out front to Howell, around the horn to Blackwood. Blackwood put a move on, was going to go baseline, lost
He put a move on himself?
Yeah.
You know, that last possession we had, I was kind of thinking to myself, hey, rip it and go down that baseline, Ryder. I see why he didn't now.
I think Ryder just pointed that line out there.
Yeah,
his way.
That line got him.
Will had us a bird's eye view there of the Sherman Brothers shoes sitting side by side. Next little break we'll get Will to shine in on it again.
Inside to Resta. Resta, turnaround jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, it's Resta. Back up off the glass, good.
The bad part is over there you had both Sherman Brothers and Stanley sitting there side by side. So the brightest shoes on our thing was as Stanley comes set to check in here.
Neal.
Give a big shout out to
into Holt.
The killer Mike Kilburn, and he said he believes we can handle it without him. So Mike's going to head to the house.
Mike coached many years, coached the middle school here at Summertown.
Had 2 standout daughters played here as well. That very thankful for Mackenzie Kilburn, who kind of helped my oldest one out when she decided to come here.
Hallmark got it out between the circles. Now he'll give it over to Holt. 2:30 to play. Holt over to Blackwood. Blackwood gives it to Holt. Holt 5-footer, rolling, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's Hoffman of Spring Hill. Hoffman in the corner to Hamilton. He'll gun another three. Back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's Hallmark. Hallmark across the timeline. Wholesale subs getting ready to come back in for Summertown. Blackwood out top to John Kobe Stanley, over to Neal. Neal drives all the way down. That gives Stanley, but Neal's going to step on the end line, turn it over as Hayden Lindsay and Max Dillard will come in. Out will go Blackwood and Hallmark. For on the Eagles, we got Dillard, Stanley, Neal, Holt, and Lindsay. Harrison across the timeline gives to Hamilton. Hamilton cross court to Daniels. Daniels into the lane. Needs help. Now kicks out to Harrison. Harrison goes over to Hamilton. Pass slapped away, picked up by Holt. Holt gives over to Neal. Neal to Dillard. To Holt. Shoot it. Holt for three, no good. Rebound Neal. Has it slapped away. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by...
It's one of those. Neal didn't need to check the air in that one. He just needed to go right back up.
It'll be Summertown basketball.
Tell you what, big man just getting in for the first time tonight here too.
Yes.
Will said he played JV. I don't even have a 42 on my list.
Holt inbounds to Stanley. Stanley in the corner to Lindsay. Lindsay out front Dillard, over to Holt. Holt to Stanley. To Neal. Neal thought about a three. He should have shot it because he got called for the travel with a minute 12 to play.
Coach Long threw his hand up, and I think if I read his lips right, he said, why not shoot it? I don't think he's told any of these boys that we're holding the basketball.
No. Harrison brings it across the timeline with 65 seconds to play in this game. Spring Hill got it in the front court, gives back to Harrison.
I agree, Brazier has a walk.
Over to Lindsay, steals it. Lindsay going to take it all the way home. Layup, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's number 5 of Spring Hill. That's Massey, but I believe he stepped on the out-of-bounds line, in line, and that'll be Summertown basketball under their own basket.
I tell you what, I was proud of. I thought Hayden was going to pull that off. He did a great job deflecting it and getting it off there. But
Holt into Dillard. Dillard into the lane. Strong move to the basket. He's going to be fouled by Harrison. And Max Dillard will go to the line for 2 free throws. Max is a guy that's really bulked up since last basketball season.
I don't know if you even came to any football games this year, but I'm sure you watched some, Brian. Let me tell you something. Max.
I saw some games he got in as quarterback. He
is just looking to hit people.
Dillard's first toss, it's good.
Max, get his name in the newspaper.
64-38. Well, I think we can start turning our attention to the trip to Giles County this coming weekend. As Stanley with the rebound back up and good by John Kobe Stanley. But I know we'll be challenged. Creekwood and Giles County, so be a good test for the Eagles. Ooh, as Stanley
got mostly head on that block.
You know, I give number 12. That's Stevenson. Give him some credit. It'd been easy to get up with a little aggravated after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stevenson will go to the line with 38 seconds to play. First toss, it's good. 66-39, Summertown. John Kobe checking out his arm after that.
Yeah.
Stevenson, second toss, rolling. It's also good. 66-40. Dillard into Neal. And here come the Eagles with 35 seconds to play. Neal to Dillard, around the horn to Holt. Holt to Stanley, in the corner to Lindsay. Lindsay gives to Dillard. Dillard over to Neal.
They going to play off that top, boy. Somebody's got to take it to the rim.
Holt for 3, no good. Rebound, Murray of Spring Hill. Murray going to take it all the way home. He's cut off by Holt, but he'll shoot a turnaround jumper. It's no good. Rebound, Stevenson. Back up, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second, and 0.7 seconds to play. And your score is Summertown
Boys,
66.
If that's Ricky Haddock running that clock, this game's over.
Spring Hill 40. That'll be our final, so we'll
I've got them.
We'll go ahead, Clint.
I've got them. I got to finish it up since both teams kind of went to their bench there. But just for Summertown, I will give a shout out. Carter, that sophomore, we were really impressed with. He had 12 points, but he probably only played maybe a quarter.
Yeah,
in foul trouble. So good job by that young man. But for Summertown, Max Dillard got in he had 1, Graham Howell with 2. You had Mason Neal with 5. You had Leighton Sherman and Andrew Mabry with 6. Cole Campbell with 7. Sawyer Sherman with 8. And leading all scorers and our Fields and Brown Barbershop most valuable player of the game, setting the tone early, guys, Kurt Burleson.
That's the best way to put it because he did. He had the first, 10 points?
Yeah.
I mean,
it might have got down to a 12, 13-point deficit at some point, but the game was over with. Kurt had the first 12 points of the game, and it was like the game was over.
Yeah. We kept at it. And like, we talked about it before the game, Ryan. He come out with a different step tonight. He had a little pop in it. And even when he run out and under the spotlights, you could see it. He was excited to be here. And, he took that and brought it into the game with him and played that way the whole game. Every minute he was on the floor, just the rebounds and getting after it and staying on the basket.
And I think it, Coach Long's the biggest sandbagger I've ever met. Besides Greg Burleson. Wes Long's the biggest sandbagger you ever met, but I think he's got to be pretty happy with the way his team responded. He was worried about this game being a trap game. As physical and as athletic as Spring Hill is, his team answered. And there were times in that first half that if Cole wasn't getting it done, we kind of had a hard time. But everybody just kind of righted the ship and kind of stepped up and did their part.
Hey, we're capable of stubbing our toe, but when you got seniors like Cole Campbell and Kurt Burleson, I think we're going to be ready to play.
Listen, do not assume. You know how we say Hannah Jones?
Yes.
Do not assume. If you put the ball anywhere around Cole Campbell,
he's getting it.
It's either going to be a tie-up or he's taking it from you.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. It's going to be fun to watch. I want you guys to please stay tuned Friday. We're going to have Brian and AJ will be on that call Friday from Giles County. I'm not sure about Saturday. We'll try to figure out those details. But that's when we play again. We'll be playing at Giles County in the Christmas Classic over there. We'll be playing Creekwood Friday, playing Giles County Saturday. And we'll have all those games tuned in for you. So for Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinaire, I say it all the time, folks. If you see Will, and especially if you see Miss Kim, thank her because this could all go away if Kim decided she didn't want Will doing this.
I actually think Kim's thanking us because Will's not home.
All right.
We're helping her out.
So please thank Miss Kim Pettis as much as you thank Will because Will's at every middle school game, he's at every high school game, and he makes this ship go. For Will, for Brian, for Timmy, this is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody.
Going the distance with local sports.